Good morning. It's good to be with you on this Monday morning. Andy Stoddard here from St. Matthew's United Methodist Church as we continue studying God's Word together. We finished Amos Friday, and I was thinking about what I wanted to do, and I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to take a little break from the minor prophets, as good as they are. We'll return back to them soon, but I was thinking, what did I want to do the next couple of days? And I just realized I didn't preach yesterday. Holly and I were out of town, so I didn't preach. And then I won't be preaching this coming Sunday because it'll be our baccalaureate service, and our new youth pastor, Mary Beth, she'll be preaching that sermon. So that's two gospel texts that I normally like to preach this time of year that I won't be preaching. So I thought, okay, well, you know what? I got every morning, I got a little daily reflection I do. So why don't I explore these gospel texts that what I have normally been preaching on? Why don't I explore them the next 2 days in Rooted? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the text that was yesterday's gospel reading for the day. And then tomorrow we'll look at the text that is this coming Sunday's gospel reading. So yesterday, the text was John chapter 10, verses 11 through 21. John 10. I'm sorry, 11 through not 18. It wasn't all the end of the chapter. It was John 10, 11 through 18. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand, who is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away. And the wolf snatches them and scatters them away. The hired hand runs away because the hired hand does not care for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep who do not belong to this fold. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice. So there will be one flock, one shepherd. For this reason, the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. I have the power to lay it down, and I have the power to take it up again. I have received this command from my Father. So here we see Jesus talking about how he is the good shepherd. And that's a powerful image for not just the Jews in that age, but us today. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not fear. You know, when I hear shepherd, I think of the 23rd Psalm almost automatically. But for the people of this age, they wouldn't have just thought of the 23rd Psalm. They would have also thought of David, who was a shepherd before he became king. We just finished reading Amos, who was a shepherd before he became a prophet. So Jesus is, and we have this, we talk about this during Christmas sometimes, but we have this misconception of what shepherds are because we've seen too many Christmas nativity plays where the shepherds are always the cute little kids. And shepherds in that day were rough and tumble. Think cowboy, think Yellowstone, those guys. That's what a shepherd was. A shepherd was not a cute little kid. A shepherd was a job that required strength and courage and bravery because you were going to fight off wild animals. And so what does it say here? It says the hired hand, who is not the shepherd, does not own the sheep and sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away. The wolf snatches them and scatters them. The hired hand runs away because a hired hand does not care for the sheep. So you see there a pretty good example of what a shepherd would have to face. A shepherd would at times have to fight off a wolf. A shepherd at times would have to be willing to lay down his life for the sheep. And that's what Jesus is doing. He says, I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. He says, I am laying down my life. And I think that's important because verse 17 says, for this reason the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. I have the power to lay it down, the power to take it up again. I received this command from my Father. As much as there were powers at play for the crucifixion, spiritual powers at work, the devil, as much as people were conspiring. We don't need to read the crucifixion as though Jesus was a helpless victim. He says here, I laid down my life. It's not taken from me. I lay down my life. What do you love enough to lay down your life for? What do you love in your life enough to lay down your life for? Assuming your spouse, assuming your children, your grandchildren, I would hope your faith. What do we have in our life that we're willing to totally reorient our life, lay down everything we have for that? I'm assuming most of us don't have a whole lot of things that we're willing to totally change our life for, reorient our life for. And if we do, it's something that we're going to treasure incredibly deeply. It's not going to be something trivial. It's not going to be something that is insignificant. But if we're willing to lay our life down for something like that, it's going to be something that we really value, isn't it? So that really matters to us. You are the sheep that Jesus laid his life down for. Me and you, church, we're the sheep that Jesus laid his life down for. That's how valued you are. That's how much he loves you. That's how much worth you have for the Good Shepherd. I am the Good Shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, I'll lay down my life for the sheep. So what Jesus did is he laid his life down for us. He gave up his throne, and to save us and to redeem the brokenness of life, he entered into the brokenness of life and overcame the brokenness of life to show us the sacrificial path where life is gained. We are taught by culture that power comes in the grip of the sword. We are taught that power comes from power and might. And Jesus shows us what power looks like. It's laying down your life for those you love. It's sacrificing for those you love. What he did for me and for you today. So I hope you today understand how much you are loved. That the Good Shepherd, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the one that we sing of on Christmas, and the government shall rest upon his shoulders. They shall call him Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. He laid down his life for us because the shepherd loves us. Because the shepherd loves us. So know your worth today. Know your worth today. And in the same way the Good Shepherd laid down his life for us, let's lay down our life for him and for each other. Because until we have something in our life that we're willing to lay our life down for, we aren't really living. The Good Shepherd gave himself for us. That's how much value you have. That's how loved you are today by the Good Shepherd. Don't ever forget that, y'all. Don't ever forget that. Know how loved you are. But in the same way, let's lay down our life for him because we love him so. Great passage. I love this John 10 chapter in general, but that's a Really wonderful passage. So know how much he loves you and know how valuable you are. Have a great day. Tomorrow we'll talk about what would be the sermon for this coming Sunday. See you in the morning. Have a great day.